So Starfield and Redfall have officially been delayed. I'm doing this video late, just because I've been doing other things, but I wanted to actually sit down and talk about this a little bit outside of when we do the podcast, which isn't until next week that we do weekly. So Starfield and Redfall was delayed. Bethesda and Microsoft made the decision to delay it, and we don't have much details on why. Why were these games delayed? Redfall, we don't know much about. The game, all we got from that was a reveal trailer back at E3 of last year from Bethesda. So we don't know much about that aside from it being like a multiplayer type vampire shooter in some kind of way. We don't know much about that. But when it comes to Starfield, they were really confident about it releasing this November. They said they were certain of it, that it was going to be a November release date, and that they were very confident on releasing it in November. So if I had to guess, thinking about this game being delayed, yes, it sucks, but they wanted to be a more polished version of this game. I generally don't do videos just sitting here like this in this room specifically, but I wanted to just talk a little bit face to face with whoever's watching this video about what is happening. I think this is a good decision. It's always not a bad decision when a game gets delayed, of course, because if a game is not finished and releases, well, then it could be like that for forever. Maybe not, but a game that releases is far better than a game that's unfinished that releases, you know? So, I think Starfield getting delayed was probably due to Microsoft and definitely not Bethesda, because things are different at Bethesda now versus what they were a couple years back. Because ever since Microsoft bought them, we haven't gotten any new releases from Bethesda yet since Microsoft bought them, but I think this being their first big release is very important, because I believe that any of the bugs and issues that Bethesda is normally known for, I think those bugs and issues might not actually be there anymore, especially with a game like Starfield, because Starfield is a very highly anticipated game, the same way that, let's say, Elden Ring was. It's a very highly anticipated game, a Game of the Year worthy possibly game. Now, Bethesda has mostly a pretty good track record aside from all of their bugs, but a lot of their games are known for these bugs. So, I'm curious what you guys think about this delay for Starfield. Redfall, we don't know much about, like I said, so that's not a huge deal. But Starfield was promised to come out November 11th, I believe, this year, which was 11 years exactly after Skyrim came out, I believe. I think I'm correct on that. So let me know what you guys think about this. We don't have a ton of details aside from the fact that they delayed it and they're sorry for that. And they haven't told us a whole lot, but I think it's due to Microsoft. I believe that Microsoft owning Bethesda, they want the game to come out very clean, very well done, and stuff like that. But here's another thing. Does Xbox have any games coming out this year now? Not that we know of. So I'm curious what's going to happen next month in June, because they're going to have a 90-minute showcase between Microsoft and Bethesda. Of course, they're going to show us Starfield, no doubt. But I want to know if Xbox really is going to have any type of bangers this year at all that we haven't seen or don't know much about, because I feel like they're not going to. I don't think we're going to have anything until next year when Starfield and Redfall come out, which means next year is going to be really good for Xbox, but that means this year, so it's all about Sony with Final Fantasy 16 and with God of War Ragnarok, which we're pretty confident those two are going to release this year. So it seems like Xbox, we're not really going to get a whole lot this year. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy me talk a little bit about this, because I wanted to talk about it because it was a very important, big deal for the Xbox side of things, and I just want to know what you guys think. Those are just my 2 cents on the whole thing. I'm curious. I can't wait to get more and more news on this delay, as we'll probably get more in the coming weeks, come June, probably about a month from now, when the Xbox showcase does end up happening. So anyways, guys, be sure to hit that like button if you did enjoy the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Later.